All right, legends, time to work. Off to the Flipmobile. It's so cool. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Uncle Flip.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here.
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? All right, so first things first, it almost looks professional, but that's all the packing stuff. I cannot believe now we've got a car that we can just fit everything in. So yeah, lots of packaging showed up, lots of bubble wrap. I'm going to use a lot of that today already. All different sorts of bags and boxes. There's some of our more whatnot sales. That's the power supply that we use in the offsite. I don't know if I've like shown you. That's amazing. We're going to actually, when we drive up north, we're going to bind it to the cargo thing here, and I might snip away a bit of that and feed it straight through to the 12 volt, unless there's a 12 volt here. There's anchor points around the place. I need more. There will be some way of doing that, I know. It's funny, whenever I have in my head, oh, you know, we're doing this and we're doing that in here, I then realize it's not. In my mind, it's way bigger. Like, this is huge for us, but in my mind it's bigger again. So it is one of those weird things. At some stage I wouldn't mind somehow getting a light overhead, just a small one maybe. Yeah, it's not as big as we keep thinking it is, let's just say that. Like, in our head we've got a table, we're going to put a mattress in, we're going to sleep in here. That's not going to happen. But we will figure something out, because there will be nights where we do have to spend the night in the Flipmobile if we can't get a hotel room or a campsite, or even if we've got a campsite, we're still going to sleep in here. It's going to be fun. Right, let's go to the offsite. Okay, so yeah, it is surreal. I'm not used to driving this thing yet, so I'm reversing and there's a car right next to me. It's just going to have to go slow and get used to the shape, how far the car is in front. It's got CarPlay, but you have to, it's not wireless CarPlay. So I have to plug the lightning in. I don't know where I'm going to fix the camera, like the clamp that I used to use in the Mini does not work anywhere here. So it may even be that there's a suction cup, some sort of mount. If you guys know anything about that, the car itself is a LDV G10. So if that gives you an idea of what it looks like, a G10 V80. So yeah, blah, 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 words, offsite. Can't chat to you on the drive because I don't even know where to put you guys, unless I just put you up here and then you'll be like that. Hey guys, Tori here. No, it doesn't work. See you at the offsite. All right, legends, welcome to the offsite. I hope that you're super well. I think one of the things I was doing wrong, I don't really like this. It's not comfortable here. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry if there's noise. Well, there will be noise because it's a microphone. Maybe a bit lower. I noticed with some of this might be better. Maybe. All right, guys, welcome to the offsite. Hope you are all super well. I gave this whole monologue about the microphone and how I was trying different things. Long story short, I've been wearing the microphone on there. Whenever I turn that way, the sound drops, and I've been listening back and going, is it working? Yeah, it does. You're not working. So that's what was going on there. We are at the point now that I'm just simply getting stuff ready to pack and ship, but I'll just chat to you guys. Well, we'll try to as I do it. It's from our book sale the other night, which, you know, it was a slow whatnot for us. But having said that, I kind of get it, because, you know, we do multiple whatnots per week, because it is our source of income. It's my main source of income. Though eBay's been picking up. I have to talk to you about that too. But so yeah, like, we do a book show. Like, there's only so many books, like the same people for the most part are coming. We're still getting new buyers every stream, which is freaking awesome. But, you know, it's like, how many books can you sell to the same people over and over again, unless they're reselling them or they're collectors? So I fully respect that side of things. It's we're very, very, very lucky. So what I'm just doing at the moment is just getting these little bundles ready. It was really cool. We had some new buyers in the stream. You know, people were just buying little bits and pieces, which was really cool. $2 books. And, you know, we made, I think it was like, I think we did the stream for just to be a little bit over an hour. It just, you could feel that the energy wasn't in the room. And I'm never going to be one like, if I'm going to be talking to you guys and there's no real energy in the whatnot room, I may as well just be chatting to Flip Fam on a YouTube live. And that's just the absolute like truth of the matter. Because I do want people to have fun, and I do think for the most part people do have fun. I most certainly genuinely enjoy it, and it is good to make money. But yeah, the book show, and it was, and this is one of the things that, like, don't be scared if you feel that the stream's not going so great. I've said this before, but if you feel that the stream is not going so great, don't feel bad about shutting the stream down. You've just got to remember though, when you do shut the stream down, that's when any ability for you to make money ends. Once you shut it down, you've then said, okay, I can give this one a miss. And you know what? It's okay to do that too. It is perfectly okay. I struggle sometimes with these because, like, as everyone knows, I'm thrifting them to find them. But so do you take the prices off that I paid for them, or do you? I don't know. I generally don't, because I know most people are resellers who are buying them and they know I'm out there thrifting them. I'm not going to do it. I was about to. I'm not going to. So yeah, it just got to that point eventually. I thought, you know what? These beautiful people have spent money with you. And I was so super grateful for that. And I just thought, yep, we've had a little chat. We've had a little bit of fun. And now we can stop it. So we ended the stream, which means I've brought back a lot of stuff to pack and to get ready, which once again is fine. And we've got some nice bundles of books here. Like, you know, they've bought quite a few books. I can't remember exactly how many we sold. I think it was 50 odd, I think. You know, and how cool is that we get to do that? You know, and I hope that in some cases the guys who bought this stuff go on to resell it and make really decent money, because stuff like this, it's just, people love this stuff. Nostalgia, guys. Nostalgia will keep selling. So I particularly love that. And I'll check this out. Now, Rhiannon, channel member and friend, Rhiannon bought this one. But she got it like for just a couple of bucks. It's from way back when. Still got the record in it. Awesome. Easy money for her. If she doesn't want to keep it. But yeah, there's no accounting for streams and where people are at though, because I really tried to get some cool stuff for this one, and it still didn't sell. The biggest surprise has been for me is, like, I love Goosebumps, right? And this is something that you may want to bear in mind too. Learn from what's happened for me. I went out that one time at Savers and I spent, I'll tell you, about $220 on Goosebump books across 3 or 4 Savers. I haven't sold. Or I've made $2 when I spent $3.75 a book. As crazy as it sounds, and everyone's different, and that's perfectly okay. But as crazy as it sounds, people don't want the new ones. They just want the Apple Scholastic ones. Those go off. If you can find those, buy them. Whether it's for Whatnot or eBay, people will always spend really good money. Rhiannon got some really good books. I mean, everyone did, but Rhiannon got the big Richard Scarey book. Super cool. I think she got it for like $2. It wasn't much. So yeah, don't buy the modern Scholastic books unless they're for you to read and enjoy. I mean, it even got to the point, part of me's like, look, I don't really, I collect the Apple Scholastic books, but I mainly just want it for the stories. So a little part of me is like, well, do I just piss off all my Scholastic ones, make some cash, and just keep all the other ones and read them? This is one of my new customers. I don't know if they're a viewer, Little Goose Lane, but thank you for buying from me. So yeah, lessons learned there, guys. I would watch other people's Whatnot streams if you're thinking of getting into it. Just simply because you'll learn, you'll see what works, what doesn't. So I'm telling you now, the normal goosebumps don't work. And that was a surprise to me. But once again, lessons. Now, I'm going to be doing some stuff coming up. If you, like, we're just chilling. This is my day off. I'm at the offsite, but it is my day off. But I thought, well, I'm here doing stuff, and I may as well just chat to you guys about it as I'm doing stuff. And that is, so just chit-chatting about this. I've been noticing, I've been getting a lot of messages lately about how do I do stuff on Whatnot. I'm going to start doing it. I know a lot of Australian YouTube people are talking about it on there because it's filling up so much of our time, but I do not believe that a lot of people are showing you how to do things. So I am going to start showing you how to set up Whatnots. You've got to set up your account. I'll show you how to do the stuff that's in there. I'll show you how to create inventory. I'll show you how to schedule a show. I'll even show you how to make the thumbnail if you want to use AI to draw a picture for you. We're going to cover all that stuff, and they're going to be screenshot on the phone. I film on my phone, so that's why I'm pointing at the phone. They'll be screenshot on my phone, and I don't know who won that. I'll have to look it up. So the format won't be widescreen. It'll look like a YouTube short. It may go longer. I'm going to show you first how to do it on the phone because most people have a phone. And you can almost do everything on the phone for Whatnot. The only thing you really can't do, unless you've got a wireless printer, is the labels. I don't know if you can manually do some of the shipping things that you might want to do. Natasha. Yep. Okay. So the post office loaned me these bags. I'm a terrible human. They're so good. I have to return it, but I don't want to. They're really good. Okay. I'm going to quickly get these sorted out, guys. I'm going to pack them up. I won't bore you with that part because I'll just be counting off stuff and making sure it's okay. And I end up just repeating a lot of stuff. And like I said, it's my day off. It's just I felt like chatting to you guys. Ali was going to come out here, and unfortunately, once I got out here, she said, honey, I've actually left my car keys at the offsite. I won't be joining you today. So it's just you and me, guys. All right, guys. So basically, they're all packaged up now. When you are doing your Whatnot shows, if you do have shipping scaling up, as in the customer is paying for the shipping, which I strongly recommend, once you've got the stuff all like into its bundles, I do that first. I was just setting these aside to give myself a little bit of room. Then all you got to do, this is easier done on the desktop version of Whatnot. So a lot of people go, well, I've only got a mobile phone. That's fine. You can use it. I hate using it like that, but basically go into your browser, turn the phone sideways, and just log into the website as you would normally, because I'm going to do it at home, right? And because my computer is at home, I mainly came out here to unpack the Flipmobile and to basically get this stuff ordered. Excuse me. All the stuff I need is over on Ellie's desk, I think. Yep, there we go. So, coming back over. Might bump you, don't know. All right. So, I realised the other day when I was talking to you guys that I started talking about things you need, right? For Whatnot and eBay. So, I realised I actually cut myself off talking. So, let's give you a little bit of information now and I'll show you what I use. Firstly, I have lots of on-hand packaging material. Okay. These are just rough examples. Okay, so things that you will need. Get some decent scales. This one does, let's have a look here, 7 kilos. If you can get one that does better, do better. Don't use bathroom scales, they're not accurate enough. Get a heavy-duty tape dispenser. This is heavy and it's got rubber on the bottom to make sure it doesn't slip when I'm ripping the tape off. It's got 2 spindles. I could have thinner tape in there, but I don't. They're expensive depending on where you get them. This was one of the cheaper ones on Amazon for 40 bucks. At Officeworks, you'll pay about 60. Biros, obviously. I like to use fine point Sharpie or permanent marker. I don't give a shit what brand it is that you're using. Make sure you got them and make sure you've always got a box cutter or something similar. Now, I've got scissors all over the place here. These are not ideal, but they are good for small. Get a small pair and a large pair of scissors and keep them sharp. Then you will need a tape gun. Some people get caught up with how you load these. Basically, it's not that hard, but it can be complicated the first time because I'll show you. Yeah. Okay. So when you are looking at a tape gun, you're like, what the hell? It looks weird, right? But it's not that difficult. So you get your tape. Forget this. This is nothing. A lot of people put it over like that. That doesn't do anything. So you do this. Push it onto the spindle. Get your tape. And you pull this hammer down like that. From there, so you got that open. Then you get your tape. You pull it through. Put that back up. And if you're wondering what this is, it's a blade guard. So you can put it like that when you're not using it. Those are razor sharp. So, and that's how you load a tape gun. Bloody lessons you learn with Uncle Flip, huh? Make sure you get a tape gun. They're about $7 or $8 for a cheapie at a hardware store. And I think you even get 2 rolls of tape with it. Always have a measuring tape, whether it's one of these or the metallic ones. You're going to need this for your calculated postage on eBay and also your postage if you want to make money on Whatnot and not spend money on reimbursing your customer shipping. You do this. Once the customer pays, Whatnot gets the postage money. But if you screw it up, they will take money out of your earnings. You don't want that. I've got to replace on the roll here bubble wrap, it's actually in the van, and hex paper, which is in the van. Hex paper is the stretchy paper. Bubble wrap is self-explanatory. You should know what it is. But yeah, having pre-made boxes, stuff like that, we've got them in the overheads and there's more in the van. They're a lifesaver. So, okay, so all I'm going to do now is basically with the stuff that's here, for example, so with New Joy's package, the 2 books that she bought the other night. So I just fire up the old measuring, and for myself, it's 437 grams. Then I get the tape wherever I put the darn thing, and I just measure it out. So then what I do is it's reconciling against what Whatnot believes the smart bundling is. By 20 by And look, if you want to just cap your postage, you won't have to do any of this. You'll just get stung at the other end. 3. So 22 by 20 by 3 with 437 grams. And that's what I'll put into Whatnot before I generate the labels. And it will generate the label for me now based on that information. That's the same as when you're doing listing on eBay using calculated shipping. Get your item, this bundle for example, you pop it onto your scale and you'd put in the calculated shipping part of eBay, 1042 grams. And just from there, same process again, measuring it all up and popping those details into eBay. And that way it doesn't matter where it goes in the world or for that matter around Australia, the customer will pay the correct amount of shipping based on the weight and dimensions that you've put into eBay. And if stuff goes wrong, you've got no one to blame but you. But don't blame me. I'm just trying to help by 4. But yeah, Whatnot can generate these things for you, but it can't do it on the app. You have to be on the desktop version. So the thing is though, if you put in the wrong amounts and then you get to the post office and they do weigh it before they send it off because they get in trouble, you will go back the next day and it won't be sent. They'll go, your dimensions are all wrong. This doesn't make sense. The weight is incorrect. We had it happen when there was a glitch with Whatnot. Our post office said, look, we can't send that stuff for you because it makes us look like we're lying about stuff. So measure it, weigh it, send it. Measure it, weigh it, send it. Or you'll get slung at the back end by Whatnot, or the post office may not take your stuff for you. And you certainly don't want that. Hope that helped. Let me do these. And then we'll get on to the next task. It's kind of relaxing just being here. It's quiet. And so I can think and sort of prepare and plan for what the heck comes next. Yeah. Oh, one thing I didn't tell you guys, I'm actually nervous about this today, is I am going to be starting my tax. So I've got a meeting on Monday with the accountant to get that done. And so look, I don't have to do my tax. The accountant does it for me, but I got to go back over the last year where I did not do paperwork very well. Like, don't do this. Learn from me. Please don't do this. I have to go through all my bank statements and find every time I spent money at an oppo, every time I bought stock. I'll have to go based on that and then work out the kilometres I drove. Because don't forget, if you're doing this as a business, you can claim the kilometres. So yeah, please don't do what I do. Keep track of it throughout the whole year, as much of a pain in the ass it may seem. Because yeah, what I have to do today and tomorrow is going to be so time consuming. And I want to go to the movies tonight too, if Ali wants to. We haven't gone to the movies for ages, so I think that would be neat to do that. I can already feel myself like losing concentration, so I'm going to finish this one, guys. Okay, that's all done. So all I'm doing now, I'm putting these back into the post bag. I'll take them home and get the labels printed. Guys, once you sell a certain amount of stuff on Whatnot, if you do want to get paid faster, get the bloody labels done as soon as you can. Normally these would have been done yesterday, but we had to go up and get the Flipmobile, so that did not happen. So, but now that we have done so many Whatnots, like we can take the money for about anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours after we generate the labels, and then it's in our bank the next day, depending on the time. So bear that in mind if you're needing, like when we do the long trip, if you are needing the Whatnot income for travel, or what I'm trying to sneak past the camera. If you're needing the Whatnot money for travel, like we're going to be doing, then you need to make sure you are absolutely on top of what you're doing with everything else, because it just won't work otherwise. You need to basically probably carry an extra day or so's cash, or be doing whatnots right up until the point you leave. I don't know how you do that. Like, I'm thinking our last night, it's going to be bizarre actually. I'm not sure what we'll do, because the truck will come, take all of our stuff. We might even have to sleep in the van our last night here. I'm not sure. It will be interesting, and I would love your input on how we could actually set up the Flipmobile for us to live in, because it's smaller than what I think anyhow. I'm just going to duck in. Oh, g'day. Don't look up there. I'm just going to duck into the van and get out the bubble wrap and stuff that we can load it up. As I said, it is very, very cool having this all here. What is that? Oh, they're huge. That's huge. Okay. They're boxes. I'm just undoing the bubble wrap container behind the camera, because basically I don't... Oh, can I get it past? Not that you guys need to see it unwrapped, but it's just to make it easier for me, quite frankly. There's that. I don't know if we've got hex paper there. Padded mailers. All sorts of cool stuff. Padded mailers are here. What's this? Oh, that is the hex paper. Good. Okay. That's good. I knew we spent a lot of money on like our consumables, which did lead me to think that the good stuff will be there. What should I do? What should I do? I'll bring that stuff in now, I think, might be the best course of action. I think, anyhow. I don't know what the best course of action is half the time. It sounds so official, doesn't it? Padded mailer, 300 by 400 padded mailer. Now, this is stuff I don't have to worry too much about just yet, simply because I just did everything. Okay, so, okay, that is the extra small. I'll just pop that on top, I think. Yeah, there we are. I know you can't see, I'm so sorry. I've got to get it done, but I might as well just bitch about it to you while I do it. 23 by 350. It's, you know, it is funny. Well, not funny, but I'm always like spewing when we do these huge orders, because like we go halves in it from our different businesses, and it's like bloody hundreds each. Oh, hundreds each. So I always find that interesting. Okay, all that stuff there is that stuff there, is that stuff there. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna, this is gonna be too much farting around, so I'm not gonna subject you to the rest of it. I'll do it myself off camera. Plus, as you guys know, sometimes, and it's one of those things, people go, oh, you do YouTube and you're okay, and with the camera. No, sometimes I get flustered. I screw up regularly because I'm on the camera, and or I just do stupid stuff, like I just put a coffee cup down on an absolute angle, and I walked away from it, and I'm telling you what I did. That stuff happens all the time. So don't accidentally rip through your first layer of bubble wrap, because they don't wrap bubble wrap in bubble wrap. They just wrap it in plastic. Like Laura Palmer. She's dead. Wrapped in plastic. Okay. And that, yep, goes that way. I'll try and, oh God, I'm just like, oh, I'll try not to hit you. No, I'll try not to hit my only source of communication. I don't think before I start doing stuff. Okay, that's better. And now that just feeds on here. And that's on. Just perch that up there for now if it would perch. No, it won't. Okay. Well, I'll do the hex paper quickly because the hex paper is heavy. If you ever wonder what all those noises are, it's at the front we've got, like if you ever look at the outside of the offsite, you may have seen there's tarps for our privacy and to keep some of the weather out, because we open the door straight onto the driveway. I noticed some of the ones in Mackay, they are indoor facilities, which is crazy because I don't know if you can pull the car in and unload or whether you just park outside and have to walk in. But either way around, oh, shivers. Okay, they give you little stickers. I didn't know that. Not that Aussie Post, I don't think Aussie Post pay attention to fragile stickers anymore. I'm not dissing them. I literally don't know if they worry about it. So, this is hex paper. It just looks like white paper and I don't want to waste it, but you go, see how it separates? It becomes padded paper. And it's very, very clever. It's heavy too. Okay, so bring these up and over, and you can marvel at just how strong Uncle Flip is and laugh at his inefficiencies. There we go, that's it there. This A-frame was given to us by Cheryl at the post office. It's actually a dress, you know, a rack to put clothes and stuff on. But it's worked quite well for us. Remember when I made it out the front? God, that feels like ages ago too. But it was at this offsite, not the old one. I've got orders today. I don't know if I reported about that. I need to probably do an episode about it, but I'm trying to move stuff that hasn't moved in a long time. So what I've done is I have put over 400 items in my eBay store, Geelong-Flipper, on auction with $9 starts. If I only get $9 from, fine. I need to clear stuff. So if there's stuff on there you want and you basically just want to pay $9 for it, you can bid. You can bid even if you want to pay more. Okay. So it takes up a lot of room. I've got hardly any workroom here now, but we are going through it so darn quickly, it really won't matter. The space will be gone the room it's taking up will be gone very quickly. Guys, all I'm going to do now is basically bring in the rest of the stuff to empty the Flipmobile, and then we'll get crack-a-lackin'. Now, this is just a vlog, just a little share some time together. So at the end of this, I'll just be wrapping this video up. But I will be doing videos showing you how to set up for Whatnot. I want people to succeed. We had 13 people approved to be sellers the other day using my code, which is in the description below. If you want to give it a crack at selling, you have to start selling within 6 days, and you've got to stream for 2 hours. You've got to sell to 5 people, and you've got to make $150 in sales, and then they'll give you $150 for free money. And they give me $100 too, free money. So if you're using my code and you set up, you do your tutorials, and you need help to get going, you just email me for help, all right? But I want anyone who contacts me for help, who's using my code, and I can check that, to have at least done the tutorials, to at least have an account set up. But you set up using the code on the description. If you want to sell on Whatnot, if you've already got an account as a buyer, you would have to start a new one up as a seller using that code if you want the free money. It's free freaking money. You know, so there's 13 people there. They'll all get $150, but you know, if I manage to help them all get up and running and to achieve their target by, you know, whatever amount of time afterwards, you got 6 days to do it. So yeah, within 6 days. You know, I can possibly get $1,300, but they'll get $150 for nothing. So I'm here to help. All right. In fact, I am going to wrap this video up now, just because once I do this, if I bring in boxes, that's all that's happened. It's wasting your time. I love you guys. I love talking to you all. I know that some of these videos, the vlogs, aren't that interesting sometimes. Well, if you're wanting to learn, they're not that interesting. But I always think to myself, what if something happens as I'm doing them that makes you change the way you do your business? Or you see I'm doing something really crap and you think I can help him by telling him how to do something a bit differently. I think everyone can share from or benefit from everyone's experience. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you for being here. Probably is a short video. I've got no idea. I'm going to try to figure out how to record in the Flipmobile. And guys, I'll see you on the next one. I really appreciate the fact you guys hang out with me. I really do. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, no, I don't. Not one bit. Thank you so very much.